Hi, it's nomadicMadman. I'm at the foothills, well, maybe not right at the foothill of the Superstition Mountains. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my goodness. Anyway, you'll notice I'm sporting a new hat. I said goodbye to my brother this morning, but if he has my hat, I'm going back. I couldn't find my hat. It's not a pretty hat, but it keeps my ears covered too. Anyway, it's a pretty good shot of the Superstition. I think you can see the four peaks right there also. Anyway, this isn't really a trail. Well, I guess it is a trail. There's people walking on it. Oh, and there's some other side paths. Anyway, this is probably gonna be a short hike. I actually left this morning with intent to hit for Sedona for maybe breakfast. At the airport there's a restaurant, at least, 30 years ago. Me and a friend, we stopped and ate there, and I only remember that vaguely. But for those of you that follow Forrest Fenn, he did a scrapbook where he talked about stopping there and having lunch or dinner with Shiloh on the way back from California. And that reminded me that I had been there, but I don't remember it. So I thought I'd drive over there. I know it's up a hill. It's on top of above the city. I've been to Sedona a few times. Quite a few times. I don't remember what this is called, but I have a vague memory of someone telling me, and I'll have to look this up, that the American Indians would take this and use it as soap or something. These berries. And I'll have to look up and see what the bush is. So, I could be wrong, but that's my memory. I think that tall one is Ocotillo. I can't remember this brush. I think this tree is ironwood. It's very hard wood. If you have a dry piece, it's good on a campfire for barbecue. Oh, you can hear the bees. Yeah, the tree's full of bees. They're really big bees. So they're not normal honeybees. Okay, I'm gonna do it's just gonna be a short hike. The sun's gonna be pretty high soon. Oh my goodness, the mountain looks so great. Years ago, my brother and I, my oldest living brother, we did a hike up the Superstition Mountain. And it's full of mountains and canyons. And each time we got to a peak, we wanted to reach the top. That's my memory. But we started hiking. We'd reach one peak and there's another valley or another canyon. We kept going and we finally thought we reached the top, and we hadn't. There was one more canyon and one more mountain. And I suspect the one on the right was the one more. At least that's my memory. So it was, I think it was hot. I don't remember what time of year, but we turned around and came back. We were pretty short on water. We must have. At the top of that saguaro, there's a cactus wren. I think it's cactus wren with a nest. Well, actually it might be just drinking or eating the nectar out of those blossoms. I'll go to the other side to see if you can see it better. Well, it looks like it might be building a nest. Oh no. Yeah, the flowers are just getting ready to bloom. Back at Grand Mountain, there was prickly pears that were just blossoming. As the summer comes on, the fruit will ripen red. They'll be covered with little thorns still, but my grandmother used to make preserves out of them. Now there's some houses that are way up pretty close to the mountain. I can see why that's attractive, but it sure kind of ruins the mountain. But if I guess you got money and you want to be up there, yeah, you know, everybody moves somewhere, so whatever. I'd live there. It's a pretty tough and harsh piece of tree. If it could bite you, it probably would. There are so many places to go in this neck of the woods. I mean, as far as my memory takes me, there's a road that takes you up to, there's a road called Beeline Highway that takes you up towards Payson, Arizona. On the way, there's old memory haunts of Sugarloaf Mountain, camping there. Sunflower, it's a rest stop. Actually, it's not a rest stop. What? I have no idea what it is now. But it was just a little creek that went along Sycamore Creek up until you got to Payson and into the White Mountains eventually. The Apache Nation has some land up in the White Mountains. It's beautiful country along the Mogollon Rim, or near the Mogollon Rim. When I was a boy, I went camping. Actually, I went to a scout camp at Camp Geronimo, which is just north of Payson, near Strawberry Pine, Arizona. It was one of my favorite, okay, I don't know if it was my favorite, but it was a great time as a 12-year-old. I think I hear a coyote in the background. Probably just a dog, but let's pretend like it's a coyote. Makes it more romantic. To the left of the Superstition Mountains, well, actually on the backside, there's a couple of rivers around here. One's, well, the Salt River and the Verde River. And Sycamore Creek. But we used to float down the Verde River all the time, and I think that's the river that connects Canyon Lake to Saguaro Lake to, well, there's a chain of lakes from Roosevelt Lake, Canyon Lake, Saguaro Lake. Seems like there's one more lake in there. But amongst this desert, there are some lakes out there that are oases. Oases? Is that a word? An oasis where you can go motorboating, or I went skiing once there. I wasn't that good at it. Maybe twice when I was younger, but as an adult once. Not sure how I'm going to do this video. It may be a one big long one. I could chop it up, but then you'd miss out on the walk.